Here's a quick video just to help support with creating the student summary handout report for parents that you might want to use during conference time. So from the home page on Istation, you would navigate over to the report tab. On the report tab, you can select either ISIP reading or ISIP math. And if you're a dual immersion, you have ISIP Espanol. So you're going to select which assessment you want the student summary handout for. So I'm going to stick with reading here. Then you find the report student summary handouts on the left-hand side. You're going to click that report and it will automatically ask you to customize. So I'm going to click customize over here on the right-hand side. And when you go into customize as a classroom teacher, your your name will show up and your students will be there. For me, since I have district access, I need to pick a school site. So I'm going to pick Camino. And then I would pick a classroom. And then you would decide which students do you want to run this report for. So I'm just going to have one student here, but you can select all or not. And I'm going to select run report. And now it's going to bring up this report. And because this is a public video, I don't want to share all of the data for this particular student, but I will zip through it really quick so you can just kind of see it's that report there. It will provide teachers or parents with a viewing of how students performed on each of the assessments they've taken for Istation since the school year started this year. And then for this one is particularly reading. What's also really great about this particular report is you can edit the report to get it in Spanish. So when you click edit at the top, it'll bring up this filter box here and you can just change this to Spanish. And now you'll see everything has translated to be in Spanish. The other thing I want to point out is there is a sample here. So I'm actually going to take this back to English. And it's available both in English and Spanish, but there's a sample report that gives descriptions, which is really helpful, I think, for our parents to be able to understand and to be able to read this report. So when you click on it, it will give a breakdown of what the report looks like, and it'll explain each piece. What I really like about this report as well is that not only do you see the yellow dots for each time the student took the assessment, this is what the report will look like by the end of the year when students continue to assess each month. But it also gives the percentile rank down here. And just keep in mind the percentile rank is how these students compare nationally with other students who are in the same grade who took the same assessment at the same month in the year. So kind of neat to be able to have that data. And additionally, there is the Lexile level at the top in the right-hand corner. So parents, if they're looking for books for their students, they have an idea of, a Lexile where they're performing in terms of Istation. Okay, last thing, I'm going to go ahead and close this out. Last thing I want to share is that you can save these reports. So if you ran the entire class, for example, you would go up here to save and you can name it. I'm going to call this T1 for trimester 1 because maybe I had all of my student reports in English for reading. I'm going to actually add the word reading here and save quick link right here. And now what's great about that is you can go back when I go to my reports tab now. This quick reports link is here. So I can click that and it will bring up any reports that I have saved. And you can see here is this one that I created today, T1 reading. So when I click on it, it will open up. I can say run and it will open up that same report that I just had. Let me close this out, that I just had open. So it will save it for you too. You can save your entire class data. So when you're meeting with the parent, you have access to that report. Okay, that's it. Hope that helps.